Okay, y'all. So we gonna have to get into it. We just it's so much to unpack, but we'll get there. Before we jump into the video, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe if this is your first time here. If this is your first, second, or third time returning, I welcome you back with open arms. Thank you for coming back. Um, Y'all know I don't do reviews. I've definitely had my hand in a few. I love to watch reviews. Definitely. Okay, I have my people that I like, that I am loyal to the core. Make sure I watch them for all of my shows. But Real Housewives of Potomac, that's the one that get people going. That one is the one that gets the people going. And so I have decided that I am indeed going to review Real Housewives of Potomac season 10. Okay, it's just been so much going on from the past couple of seasons, and season 10, that's one of those numbers. They've hit double digits, and they have so much going on. I'm almost positive this season is going to be lit. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me throw my hat in the ring, because I definitely have opinions and something to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this mess. First things first, I can't stand Ashley Darby. I just, like, she's one of those people. Somebody needs to put hands and feet on her so that she can come back down to reality. Like, you need to have the fear of, wow, somebody might punch me in my mouth if I don't watch what I say. Like, somebody needs to instill that level of fear and reserve in her, because I cannot stand Ashley. Girl, you, once again, now the season just started. We only on episode 1, okay? Season 10, episode 1, Second Bloom. But Ashley, no storyline. Giselle, no storyline. Literally, the other ladies will carry this season again, while Ashley and Giselle play the background and be bullies to people. And it looks like Stacey is their target this season. Last season, it was Wendy. We're just tired. Like, when are the girls going to get their own storyline? When are you going to get a man, just something? We are tired. I know I am. All right, y'all. So the season opens with them seeing Karen get released from jail September 2nd, which was last month. And they don't show her face, but she comes out of the jail. She gets in her Uber Black, and she's asking for tissue. She's clearly crying. She's probably overwhelmed. Yeah, Karen, you had to go sit down. Okay, you were on your 4th DUI. It was absolutely time for you to go sit down. You hadn't learned your lesson in years and years and years. So yeah, you needed to go sit down in jail with the real with the real grimy people, okay? Because she wasn't in the feds. Like, there was no blue collar crime, blue collar criminals. She was in there with the real criminals. And I think she needs to see that. See that type of fear? I need to see that type of fear put into Ashley Darby. I need that type of fear put into Giselle Bryant. Like, that type of fear that you like, you know what? I will never, ever, ever, let any of my blessings go to waste by being an asshole, being mean, or doing something illegal. That is what I believe Karen has left jail with. And prayers up to Karen. But anyway, the ladies all pull up to meet at Giselle's house. Of course, they're just going to sip and talk and, do the things that they do. I really like Giselle's pink and gray Gucci sweater. Also, Giselle, her hairstyle is giving very young. The sweater gave very young. Giselle is just living her best life being an empty nester. That's all I'm seeing. She's living her best life. She's an empty nester. And she's walking around her house bored out of her mind. Okay? So first, Ashley pulls up with that terrible ass wig. The wig had no hairline. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go, to the extreme and do baby hairs, right? Because that's not for everyone. But ma'am, there's no way that you put that wig on straight out the box. Like, they didn't pluck the hairline at all. It just looked terrible. And the fact that Ashley has that pointy moon face and chin, the wig looked a mess. The color was cute, but the wig looked a mess. Then Wendy and Kiarna pull up. Kiarna, baby, I'm with Stacy. All last season, you were vanilla. You couldn't eat, talk, sleep. You couldn't do nothing without Greg's permission. And now you got all this mouth and you are every woman hear you roar. Kiana, don't piss me off. Because let me tell you something. Episode 1, I'm already pissed off. I'm already pissed off. And I could tell you was gonna get on my nerves how by the way that you came into Giselle's house. You already came in the house making like these little faces. I don't know if anybody else peeped it, but like she just kind of had a stank face. Every time the camera kept going to her, it was like she was rolling her eyes, she was scrunching her face up. Like Kiana just gave very much, girl, why are you mad? Like we just got here. Why are you mad? So anyway, her and Wendy show up, and then Stacy shows up. So they're all sitting around. They're talking about Karen and the court case. And, Ashley's messy ass was like, oh, yeah, Thomas Jefferson's concubine. Well, speaking of Thomas Jefferson, speaking of the initials TJ, what's going on with you and TJ, Stacy? And it's like, girl, again, we just sat down. Like, y'all, Ashley is so fucking annoying and draining. She's always on this high horse as if she ain't been a scutter but gutter snipe her entire life. Her and Mama Sheila. Baby, like, whew, I'm trying not to let this lady, take me out my character. But let me tell you something. Ashley Darby need hands and feet put on her. She just do. So anyway, she brings up TJ, and Stacy is hilarious, okay? Because Stacy never lets the ladies see her sweat. And I think that's what I love most about Stacy. I don't care if she lied. I don't care, if she didn't want to tell y'all all her business. I don't care if she's acting aloof. And I honestly do not care about any of that because she never lets the ladies see her sweat. And that's what I can respect. Baby, I don't have to check in with you about Nathan. I ain't got to tell you my business. Okay, I'm grown. Who are you? Are you my mama? You my daddy? So I love that she never gives in, especially to Ashley when Ashley's doing all this barking. So then across the couch, angry, crumpled up face Kiana, here she come talking about, well, you lied and you said this. And it's like, whoa. Can you pull it back? So I was with Stacy. Stacy said, why are you being aggressive? Well, because I'm calling you out for being a liar. Now I'm being aggressive. Yes, girl, it's giving aggressive because it's like, why are you so mad? I'm trying to figure out, like, Stacy, I'm with Stacy. Why are y'all hoes so mad about what's going on in my life? Is it impacting you in any way? Are you still able to sleep at night? Are you still able to feed your family? If so, why are you so pressed about if I'm divorced and if I paid TJ or what? Like, whatever the case is, they are just way too invested. And that's the problem I'm having. You're too invested. So anyway, they get to going back and forth, and Stacy just leaves because she's like, I'm over it. So she leaves. So then we kind of catch up with like Wendy and Happy Eddie. His business is doing well. His cannabis business. He has like these different strains, and I guess he's going to be in some more locations and dispensaries. And Happy Eddie is doing well. And Wendy said, okay, well, let me do some home improvements. I want a 19-foot marble wall. I said, I know that's right. She said, Happy Eddie is doing so well, I could put some of my projects on hold. Okay, I'm putting all my strength and time into this weed. She say we getting it off the drug money. I know that's right. I ain't mad, Wendy. I ain't mad. And then so we also catch up with Kiana. Now let me tell you something. Kiana is a beautiful woman. Her mom is beautiful, like 10s across the board. Kiana has moved into her new place, her and Greg. I mean, what I got from this, are they broken up? Are they on a break? Whatever the case is. Because again, he wasn't letting that girl eat, shit, sleep, talk, and do nothing without permission. So now she's moved into her own place, and her mom is just basically telling her, like, don't let no man bring you out of character. Like, you're a queen, and you're a queen, you a bad bee. And don't ever just, let a man take you out of character, especially a man like Greg. Girl, he not even attractive. Like, not only is he not attractive, like face value, like, okay, he's cute, but maybe his personality ain't shit, right? No, not only is he not attractive, but He has a bad personality and a bad attitude too. Girl, what are we doing? Kiana, that, like, see what I'm saying? Like, this man has made you so just like, eh, that now it's rubbing off on everybody else. Girl, look within. Look within. Um, we go to Giselle's house, and again, she's walking around the house talking about she's happy to be free. Again, no man, no storyline, no, her kids ain't there. Just like, she just don't have nothing going on as usual. Okay, as usual. Then we get a scene. So Ashley and Stacy meet up again because Ashley is just so pressed on Stacy, and she's like, well, first she does this whole song and dance about the actress that they seen at some event who was showing them proof that TJ was going to take Stacy to court, and he was trying to sue her for like 50% of her Bravo check or whatever, what have you. I have yet to see any receipts or anything to back this up. Maybe it'll come out before next week's episode. I don't know. But again, I don't care. And Ashley, why do you care so much? So they're going back and forth. And then once again, Ashley has to up the ante. So now you can't get her to budge about TJ. And she's like, girl, all of this is news to you. It's not news to me. This is what Stacy is telling Ashley. Like, girl, all this stuff you talking about TJ, this is news to you, not me. Okay, how you trying to tell me about what I have going on in my life? You're just upset that I'm not telling you my business. Get over it. So then what does Ashley do? What does she always do? Okay, well then, why can't I look up your divorce? Girl, why are you looking up my divorce? See, you asking the wrong questions. The question isn't, why can't you see my divorce online? The question that you have to ask yourself is, why are you even looking up my divorce? Bitch, go find you something to do. Like, go play in traffic. So Stacy decides to leave again. And again, I ain't mad. Stacy said, you Googling me, you need to be Googling a vocal coach. Okay. You got bigger fish to fry. Okay. So anyway, then we get a scene with Kiana and then one of the newer cast members. Her name is Angel. So Angel is originally from the Potomac, Baltimore area. She ended up marrying her husband, who used to play for the Denver Broncos. And, you know, her and her husband and family, they moved to Denver. Now he is retired. So they are back in Potomac. And, you know, Angel and Kiana go on a walk. And, you know, they're catching up. And I love Angel. I love how she's like, listen, I'm going to give all of the ladies, you know, my own personal thoughts. Like, I'm going to give everybody a fresh slate. And I'm going to get to know the ladies myself. And I love that. But here goes Kiana trying to throw Wendy under the bus because apparently Angel and Wendy went to school together a little, because Angel, I caught that shade. Angel was like, Wendy is several years older than me. So by the time I got to Temple, she had already left because she was several years older than me. I said, okay. But she said one thing about Wendy, she has always been a go-getter. She's always been that girl. And so I said, okay, thank you. Give the lady her props, whether you like her or not. That's one thing. But, you know, give Wendy her props. Because we tired of people coming for Wendy, and all Wendy do is work and be an educator and be somebody who is positive. And, you know, all we see is Wendy doing positive things. So for me, it's always a miss when the ladies are coming for Wendy. It's always a miss for me. So Kiana and Angel are talking, and Kiana is talking about how there was an event and Wendy was speaking at the event and Kiana didn't know. And when Kiana had told Wendy about the event and how she was sponsoring she's sponsoring, I think, like the food or something for the event. You know, Wendy didn't tell her that she was going to be at the event. And then when she saw her at the event, Wendy was on stage and didn't wave to her. Kiana, why are you looking for a problem with Wendy? She was like, oh, it's giving fake. It's giving fake. This is the thing. And I actually put this post on Twitter, on X. And I'm like, listen, I totally get Wendy's side. Wendy has been burned by the ladies so many times. And the one thing that the ladies and the viewers always want to talk about is how, oh, she's always talking about her accomplishments. She's always talking about her degrees. She's always bragging. She's always high-siding. Y'all hate when the lady talks about herself and bigs herself up. Now, when she's like, you know what? I don't even want to be burned by the ladies. I'm going to just sit back and kind of be quiet and watch the scene, watch the room, because I don't know who is going to do what. Once we start filming, you don't know who is going to do what, who going to pull a rabbit out of a hat. So I'm totally with Wendy for pulling back. But I don't think that Kiana would have taken it the way some of the other ladies may have taken that news. Like, if you just put it in this terms, like if you were talking to your friend and your friend is like, oh my God, I'm excited. I got this sponsorship, with this business. And then you come and you're like, oh girl, I'm speaking at that event. You a sponsor? Okay, well, I'm actually one of the speakers. It does kind of take away from their moment. So I totally get Wendy not telling her in that moment that she was speaking in the event. And that's what Wendy said. And I believe her. Because again, Wendy has absolutely bigged herself up, and every time she does, the viewers and the cast, they don't like it. Oh, she doing too much. Oh, she keep throwing it in our face. I think Kiana potentially, because I can't say it confidently, the way that Kay is acting, I cannot confidently say that if Wendy would have one upped her and been like, oh, you sponsoring? Oh, I'm actually a speaker. And not that she would have said it in that way, but I can't, I don't know. I can't say that Kiana wouldn't have taken it in a negative light. I don't know. I don't think she would have, but I don't know. So again, I understand Wendy being sort of in this reserve mode because last season she took Karen with her to the White House and Karen talked about her like a dog. Remember that? That was just last season, by the way. So shout out to Wendy. Anyway, so now it is the second Bloom event that Ashley is throwing. Ashley is tired, through, tied, delayed, trashed. She just really needs to get kicked in the mouth one time. Okay, not even punched. Like, she needs to get kicked in the mouth one time, and I guarantee you she will stop running that trap. I promise you she will. So anyway, or at least running into people's business, because that's really the issue. So she's having her like divorce party. She's calling it her second Bloom. Child, Angel said, oh, so Angel also knows, she doesn't know Ashley, but she knows Ashley as a bottle girl. She used to work at some club, I guess. And Angel said, oh, we love a good come up story from bottle girl to Duchess, because Ashley had the people introducing her as a Duchess. Ashley, go sit down. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna even, I was about to really say something about Miss Sheila, but you know what? Miss Sheila ain't even her. It's Ashley. I ain't gonna drag your mama. It's you. So anyway, I got a little key out of that. Shout out to Angel. And then we also get another castmate that we get shown. What is her name? See, hold on. Okay, so the other new addition is Tia Glover. Now, Tia is the real royalty, okay? Like, imagine Ashley's face should have been cracked when she saw Tia, because, girl, why are you calling yourself royalty in front of royalty? How embarrassing, girl. Ugh. So she comes from money. Her family is a part of the royal family in Nigeria. They also lived in the UK. I think that may be the tie into it. We'll learn more about her, but her family comes from royalty. She's royalty. She's a princess, and I love her accent. She is also a luxury realtor, and she gives very much that girl, very much. I love me some Tia already. Shout out to Tia. How and why is she friends with Giselle? Probably because Giselle is a hanger-on. Okay, a third degree clinger, and she sees Tia as someone that she can high side with in high society. Okay, it's really, mark my words, Giselle and Tia, mark my words. I don't know if that friendship is real, especially once Tia gets around the other ladies and Tia is that girl. She really is her in real life. Because y'all remember what happened when Monique came on, and Giselle instantly was going at Monique because she had, several houses. Like, why are you really mad? You mad because I'm that girl? Anyway, Tia is actually her. Okay. So anyway, the ladies are standing around. Ashley comes down. She does this whole production, blah, whatever. So then, um, Wendy and Giselle are talking, and Kiana, and basically Giselle was asking questions to Wendy, like about her dress, whatever, whatever. And then Kiana's like, "Oh, so you're gonna, pretend that I'm not sitting right here?" And Wendy is like, "Girl, what? Like Giselle asked me a question. Like her and I are just talking. Like you have more than enough permission to jump into the conversation. Like, girl, it's not that deep." So Kiana's like, "Well, can I talk to you?" So she's like, "Please," because this is Wendy. She's like, "Please," because she's like, "What's with this energy? Because I'm confused on the energy. What's going on?" And so Kiana proceeds to say, "I found it fake that I told you I was sponsoring this event and you didn't tell me that you were a speaker." And like I said, Wendy explains, "Girl, I didn't just, blow off the message when you told me you were sponsoring." She said, "I bigged you up. I'm like, congratulations, you go, girl, da da da." I didn't feel like it wasn't in, it would have been in poor taste had I followed up, something that you were excited about to say, "Oh, but I'm speaking at the event." Like I know you catering some chicken wings and some meatballs, real baby shower special, but I'm going to be the main event because I'm going to be on the stage with a mic. Okay? Sit down and sit back and listen. So I'm with Wendy. Okay? So Kiana receives that because I think she realizes, like, okay, yeah, I'm putting 20 on 10. So Kiana says, "You know what? I received that. But then when you was on stage, you didn't even acknowledge me. You didn't even wave to me." And she was like, "Girl, wait a minute. You want me to stop and nod and wave to you while I'm on stage speaking?" Girl, listen, Wendy called it, and I'm talking about spot on. Girl, I'm on stage and you want me to stop in my moment and make it about you? And now you upset because during my moment and my accomplishment, instead of you saying congratulations, which is what I'm used to from my friends, you're mad that I didn't give you a head nod? Oh, okay, girl. I see what time it is with you. And that's kind of what Wendy was giving. She kind of checked out the conversation a little bit, and I would have to, because, girl, what are you talking about? So then Kiana goes for her third string excuse. "Yeah, well, remember that event in LA and we seen each other on the red carpet, and the first thing you said to me was, 'Hey, did you do your makeup?'" And Wendy was like, "Girl, what?" So they actually do a photo of them at the event. Baby, Kiana's makeup looked great. So why did you automatically think it was shade? Y'all are friends, right? So if your friend sees your makeup, like, "Girl, did you do your makeup?" It absolutely, I'm sure, was given, "Girl, you did a good job. Like, you didn't beat your face." I don't think Wendy was insinuating that her makeup didn't look good, because when they showed the picture of Kiana, they said makeup in question. She looked fine. She actually looked pretty. So once again, Kiana, don't piss me off. She's clearly grasping at straws, and I'm not feeling it. You know what? It's like Stacey said, "Girl, last season you were vanilla. You didn't have nothing to say. And now this season you got all this mouth and this attitude." Yes, ma'am. You are being very aggressive. Yeah. I know we don't like to say the A word as it relates to Black women, because that is a triggering word. But Kiana is giving very much aggressive, in the sense of she is like putting her foot down on things that are like, "Girl, why you need to take a step back. It's not that deep." Like doing all that she was doing with Stacey. Oh, and the preview coming up, the preview that they showed for what's coming up in the season. And baby, Kiana said, "I wouldn't have you nowhere around my husband." And Stacey said, "You don't have one." I said, "Ooh, Kiana, you gonna learn to leave people alone. You gonna learn to leave people alone, because Wendy made you look stupid and Stacey made you look stupid. Like, girl, take a step back. You already are a Potomac girl. You're solidified in the season, girl. We got you. You are officially a castmate who is here to stay. We'll see. Because after this, I don't know, girl. You might be getting your papers if you don't walk the line correctly. So anyway, the last scene was, I almost like threw my phone at the screen. here we have Ashley Darby over here confronting, quote unquote, Stacy about TJ again and about her divorce again. Let me say this. Well, before I do that, why everybody saying that Stacy breath stink? Y'all, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. And you know what? That is some real bullying shit because once again, Ashley and Giselle are leading the hate train on Stacy, and I don't like it. Now, Angel did say, yeah, girl, her breath was a little tart, okay? Well, it was a little much. So that tells me, okay, her breath really do stink. But y'all ain't just figured this out. Y'all didn't just figure this out. So now to be saying it on camera while filming is very weird and it's mean. It's mean spirited. Like, okay, her breath stink. Like y'all could have been told her that off camera. You know what I mean? Like give her an opportunity to like fix it and get it right. But anyway, whatever. So Ashley called herself confronting Stacy, and then they're just like getting loud and going back and forth. And Stacy's friend walks up and he asks Ashley, he's like, what do you want from her? What is it that you want? Like, do you want to fight? Do you want to see the divorce certificate? Like, what is going to get you to take a step back? Because what are you trying to accomplish? And I'm with him. What exactly are you trying to get? Ashley's like, I don't like liars. You could do anything, but I don't like liars. Baby, you were married to a liar for many years. Okay? You were married to a liar. You were sleeping with the enemy. How dare you come on here and be all in Stacy's face with your finger talking about you don't like liars. Baby, you're the liar. You need to look in the mirror. The call is coming from inside the house. Y'all. And then that's where the episode ended of them just kind of going back and forth. But let me say this. Ashley Darby needs to get kicked in the mouth. Okay? Let's just start there. She needs to get kicked in the mouth. I'm over her already, and it's only the first episode. I'm over her, them tired-ass wigs, them tired-ass fashions, her tired and nasty-ass attitude. Like, girl, go sit down. Like, we did not need Ashley Darby. We didn't need her. Put her on the bench. Make her a friend of the show. We don't need to see her. We don't. So, but yeah, this season looks like it's going to be good. That's why I have decided to review the show. So I hope that you guys like this review. Please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Who pissed you off in this episode? That's what I want to know. One, tell me in the comments who pissed you off this episode? And two, who seems like they may be a favorite for this season, right? I don't know. I like Tia. I like Angel. I like Wendy. Giselle usually doesn't get on my nerves unless she starts doing too much. So I could take or leave Giselle. She is what it is. Definitely I like Stacy. She a liar. She might got some hot breath, but baby, she never let the lady see her sweat. Oh, I forgot. Stacy got back with her ex-husband. They went on vacation to Mexico, and now they're dating. Girl, go get your family back. I ain't mad because ain't nothing out here in the dating pool but piss. There's piss in the dating pool. So go back and get your man. I ain't mad. All right, y'all. I will see you guys next week as we get into episode 2. But yeah, we going through the long haul. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up. This was Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 1. We about to get it. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.